Hello, boys and girls, and welcome to Animal Adaptations. Today we're going to talk about anything that helps an organism survive in its environment being an adaptation. This refers to the ability of living things to adjust to their different conditions within their environment. So we have structural adaptations, protective coloration, mimicry, behavior adaptations, migration, and hibernation. So some structural adaptations involve some part of the animal's body. So we have teeth, body coverings, and movement. For example, an adaptation that sharks have is the fact that they can lose their teeth their entire lives and keep growing new teeth. And an adaptation about an elephant's teeth is the fact that it has horizontal replacement, which means that unlike us, we have vertical replacement, which means one of the teeth that it'll grow below it and push the other one up and out. A elephant's teeth grows to the front and pushes the teeth out through the front. We have protective coloration. So coloration and protective resemblance allow an animal to blend into its environment. Another word for this might be camouflage. So their camouflage makes it hard for their enemies to single out individuals. So we have two types of mimicry. We have Batesian and Müllerian, and Batesian is when an animal will look or sound like or act like another animal to fool predators into thinking it's poisonous or dangerous when that one really isn't. And Müllerian is when we have an animal looks, sounds, or acts like another animal to fool, and it's equally as poisonous as the other animal or dangerous as the other animal. Poisonous, dangerous, or harmful. And so they're both poisonous, dangerous, and harmful, but they then have a mimicry to look like the other, so that way when a predator or something looks and sees them, it goes, oh, that's dangerous, and it stays away from both of them. So it's an extra precaution. So here we have a coral snake and a king snake, and type down in the comments and see if you know the saying to tell the difference between a coral snake and a king snake, at least here in the United States. Where here we also have a moth, and the moth has these dots on the bottom of its wings to make it look like an owl to keep birds from eating it. Behavioral adaptations, these include activities that will help an animal survive. So we can have social behavior or behavioral for protection. For example, the fainting goats. Those fainting goats have the behavior adaptation to faint and fall over because a predator is going to see that and immediately think there must be something wrong with that. I haven't even touched it. And it went and keeled over. And it may, not always, it may leave it alone. So migration is when behavioral adaptations involves an animal or a group of animals moving from one region to another and then back again. And animals migrate for different reasons: for better climate, better food, a safe place to live, a safe place to raise young, or to go back to the place they were born. Turtles do long migrations, and so do birds. And they'll do these migrations every year to go from a wintering ground to a breeding ground. And right around now, you should see these birds. They are around the end of the migration to their breeding grounds right now. But you may get the chance to see some of them still going through your area. Hibernation. This is a deep sleep in which animals' bodies' temperature drops, body activities are slowed to conserve energy. So bats, woodchucks, bears, they all do some long forms of hibernation. However, we do have short hibernation as well. Now, long hibernation can be months on end, where short hibernation can be like a few days to a few weeks. And so some squirrels do short hibernations, and they just wake up, they go to the bathroom, they eat a little bit, and they go back to sleep for a few days to like a couple of weeks on end. That's it for animal adaptations.